guys, I just came out of my appointment from seeing the doctor, and I had a few questions for him. My coordinator had told me to make an appointment with him before the transfer. She didn't really go over why, but I was just like prepared with like a few mental questions that I had. So the first one, like right out of the gate, I was like, how many embryos? 1 or 2? And he immediately was like, one. He said, like, he has said it in the past where he recommends 1 just because obviously the embryos can split. So if I get pregnant with 2, obviously I'll be having twins, but if those split, then I'll have more babies than 2. So we've decided to transfer 1. We have a total of 6 embryos, and the doctor said that I'm on what he said 140 or 145 hours of progesterone oil. And when he said that, I was confused. I was like, what are you talking about? I have no idea. Like, I know I'm on progesterone oil, but this number of 140 hours, like that's gibberish. I have no idea what he was talking about. And he was like, oh, let me make sure with your coordinator that you are taking the right amount of progesterone oil. So he called her and she was like, yeah, everything's, fine. So he explained to me that normally they give 120 hours of progesterone oil, but since we did the biopsy came back saying that I needed more progesterone oil before the transfer. So he said, luckily we did that biopsy because the chances were probably not going to be very good, because I would have given you 120 and that would not have been enough. So it would have failed, essentially what he was saying. I would have not had a successful IVF transfer or pregnancy test, whatever the case is. It would not have worked, this transfer. So he's like, thankfully we did the biopsy because it obviously told us that we needed more. He said also, what was it? I can't remember. Even when he said it, I was just like, what did he talk about? There was like one of my labs that came back that something was high. So he's like, I put you on Intralipids. So he's like, everything looked kind of normal, but your labs came back high. So he's like, I'm putting on Intralipids to help you out. He didn't really go into details as to how that works or what it does, but I'm all for, like, let's do as much as possible now before the transfer, because then I don't want to have to do this all over again. And it's like, okay, well, now maybe we can try this. We didn't try Intralipids last time, but now we're going to do Intralipids. Like, no, do as much as possible now. I know it's going to cost me money, and I'm okay with it. Like, I would rather it work the first time than have to constantly try different things later on. So, yeah, so he said, just quick recap, he said 1 embryo, extra progesterone oil before the transfer, and Intralipids before the transfer. Now, the date of the transfer, he said, he's like, you seem a little nervous. I was like, no, I'm not nervous. Like, I'm not nervous. And I'm like playing with my hands. But yes, am I nervous? Of course. But I'm not as nervous because it's kind of like, wow, I've been waiting for this for such a long time. Like, it's finally happening. Like, I'm excited and nervous all at the same time. The other thing the doctor said was that the doctor also asked me if I wanted a Valium the day of the transfer, because he wants me to be as relaxed as possible. He's like, I don't need you tensing up, I don't need you doing any of that during the transfer or like after the transfer. I need you to be relaxed. He's like, if I give you a Valium, it's gonna make you sleepy, but I'm gonna give you a very small dose. So I asked him, like, is that gonna I mean, obviously he's not gonna give me something that's gonna affect me or the embryos or anything. But I had asked him, I'm like, is it going to affect anything? Like, I don't need this whole area to be affected in any way. He's like, no, not at all. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna give you something that's gonna affect you. And I'm like, I just need to make sure that it's not gonna affect the embryos. I'm like, I don't need it to be an issue. He's like, no, not at all. He's like, it's just to relax you. And he's asked me, have you ever taken it before? I'm like, no, I have not actually taken Valium before. So I was like, well, if you think I need it, or if you recommend it, then I'm okay with taking it. And if you're saying that it'll be fine, then yeah, I'm okay with taking it. The other thing was that I asked him what he thinks my success rate will be, and he's like 80%. And as soon as he said that, it's just so weird. Like, I get emotional immediately, but like, keep it together. Like, I keep my emotions together, but inside, and I'm holding back my tears, and I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. Oh my God, even talking about it makes me want to cry. Woo, I'm gonna get it together. Get it together, Estrella. Yeah, so he said there's an 80% chance of success. So he's like, yeah, I'm very optimistic that it actually will work, especially since we did the biopsy. So it said that we needed to do extra progesterone oil. He said I need to be on bed rest all weekend long, and he said for me to maybe take an extra day off. So I have Friday off. Obviously Saturday, Sunday I have off. So he said you may want to take Monday off as well. I'm still gonna wait on that. I don't know if I should or not, but we'll see. And he asked like if Matt was gonna be there. I was like, absolutely, of course he's gonna be there. Who else is gonna, like, I'm not gonna do this by myself. It takes two to tango. I know we didn't tango to make these babies, but they're coming, and he's gonna be there. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. I think the appointment went really well. The only thing now, I have one more appointment before the transfer, which is on Tuesday. Today's Friday. So on Tuesday, I have my second, I don't remember anymore. I think this is my second labs. It is. It totally is. It's my second labs and ultrasound appointment this cycle. So that's the one right before the transfer, a week and a half before the transfer. And yeah, so on Tuesday I have my labs and ultrasound. And a week from tomorrow I also have my Intralipids, so nurse will come to the house on Saturday to give me, or I don't know how that works. I think it's an IV, right? I have no idea. That is all, and I will give you guys an update, and if not, then it'll be transfer day the next time I see you guys. Good morning. It is the day that I do my Intralipids. The nurse already called me like 25-ish or 20-ish minutes ago, that she said she was on her way, and I'm not even finished getting dressed. So I'm super excited, kind of nervous. I was actually surprised by everything that came, or that was delivered. Oh my God, look at all this foundation that I put. I cleaned it up. But the package came with a ton of stuff. Like, I don't know why I thought it was just gonna be the IV bag. I don't know if that's what it's called. I thought it was just gonna be the IV bag that they were gonna be delivering. And apparently it's like everything, like all the needles, the pole, everything. I'm just gonna insert a picture here. But yeah, it's the whole shebang. I don't know why I thought the nurse would come prepared with like needles and whatnot, but no, they delivered everything. I gotta check my account to see if they charged me, because they said they were gonna charge me when I first made the appointment. And yeah, so I'm not gonna record it with my phone because I don't want her to be like, what are you doing? But I have indoor camera and I'm gonna record this whole thing. So let's go watch.